Okay, everyone. So welcome back to the channel. Matt with Green Bar Trading here. And in this video, I'm going to show you two very important indicators that worked very well today with the SPY. Before we get into that, I think we should probably hit the thumbs up for the video. I would appreciate it a lot. And if you are new, hit that subscribe button. All right, so let's get right into it. I'm going to start with the CPI. Why am I going to start with the CPI? Because this has to do a lot with my first trade on the day. So at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we had the CPI report come out. That's the Consumer Price Index, a big inflation data gauge on the inflation, right? So the Fed looks at this, and this is big for the market. So we always want to be aware of when to know when these big economic data are coming out with our economic calendar that is posted every day in our Discord, amongst a lot of other things. So I'm going to leave that link down below. If you're interested, come on in and join. So we had the CPI and the headline number 6.0. All right. That was what was expected. So nothing to worry about there. The core CPI, that's excluding food and energy, the Fed really cares a lot more about this. This was actually up 0.1% than expected. So that's not great for how those algorithms are going to trade it. They're going to sell the market off immediately with news like that. So that was the core CPI there. And tomorrow we have the PPI. It's just another inflation gauge. Retail sales also at 8:30. Be aware of this stuff. Now that we got that out of the way, how did I trade this? And what were my key indicators for the day on the SPY? Before I get into those key indicators, I'm going to go over my very first trade with you guys. Now you can see here, I'm up $152.50 in very limited trading today. All right. I was not here at the trading station all day long. So the way that I did this one in the morning, and you can see right here, if we make this a little bit bigger so you can see, this is a 1 minute candle. This 1 minute candle goes from up here to down here. And what I trade during, pre-market is the futures, right? Because you can't trade options in the pre-market. So what you can trade are the futures contracts. So what I saw happening was the market was up a lot in the pre-market, right? When the market goes up a lot in the pre-market, before a big release on economic data, I feel way more comfortable, knowing where that resistance is. And I'll show you where this resistance was on the SPY when I get to that chart. But just knowing my risk to reward here, what I did was, and hopefully it shows the trade here. Okay, it does. So what I did was right before the report came out, I sold one contract short because at this point, the market was already up maybe 30 points, 35 points, whatever it was. The market was up a lot. Now, I felt a lot more comfortable that if the report came out, that it was at least going to wick, because a lot of times if you look back at previous reports, you'll get a very big wick up and down, right? So if I sell a contract short here, I immediately put a buy in at 3,900 immediately. So right after I sold this short, I put in a 3,900 contract and got filled immediately on that wick down. So on that, hotter than expected month over month core CPI number, I got wicked into, they picked up the orders, and then the rest is history. So basically, I was instantly up on the day about $125. The other $25 was just on a couple of small scalp trades, but this was the big one right here. And that's the way that I did it. Now, what I want to show you guys are the key indicators that I use every single day, every day when I'm trading. And that is on the SPY, it's knowing where that 200 moving average is. All right. So important. That 200, the 50, and the 20 EMA for momentum is really, really important. Also, obviously, trend lines I use. But knowing where that 200 was, this was something that we posted in our Discord as a key area that was once support that turned resistance. Okay. So where did that lie down here? All right. So I'm just going to take off these. All right. We're going to just look at this here. So the 200 moving average was 393.12 coming into today. This was our 200-day moving average. So when we were coming up here, I had told everyone, watch out for that 200 moving average rejection that we have seen happen in the past. And that's exactly what we saw again. This is nothing new. We've seen this at least 2 other days. It's rejected that area. So that was key. If we did get that move, this would be a good place to short it. And also the market was up about 2%, which is a lot at that point. That gave us a nice sell-off. Okay. Now, what else do I use? I use the VWAP. The VWAP on the 1 minute. This also works on the 3 minute. It also works on the 5 minute. But this one was super clean today from the open, right? We got a nice move up on the open and then saw a pullback to the penny, bouncing off of VWAP, another move up, another move back, bouncing to the penny off of VWAP. And then we saw that rejection at the 200. These don't just stop randomly for no reason, okay? There's reasons why back here at 9:55 a.m. that we got a nice bounce, right? It didn't just say, I'm going to come down to 390.37 and then I'm going to take off. No, it's because a lot of orders are placed around VWAP when you're going to get that bullish move in the first half of the morning. All right. We saw that. We saw 2 bounces there. And then in the afternoon, once we got that rejection off the 200, started to make a series of lower highs and lower lows coming down to VWAP, got a bounce here, got a bounce here. But I said at that point, guys, it's hitting VWAP way too many times right here. I would watch out. If it breaks VWAP, we can really see a sell-off. It finally broke and then could not hold it. All right. These are very important. Keep it simple. Keep trading simple. Don't have a million indicators on your chart. Just, a couple of things to be aware of. On the daily chart, the 50 moving average and the 200, just those 2 alone are really, really important. On the 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, VWAP, the 9 EMA, these are also very good indicators. So I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions for me, leave it down below. I answer every comment. So that's it. I'm going to wrap up here, 152.50. Like I said, in limited trading, my first trade basically was the entire day. And that's it. So I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys.